Hey friends, thank you so much for joining me. This is the second part of my series on how to draw three-dimensional objects, and this time we're looking at a cube. Okay, let's begin. We're gonna draw a cube the simple way, and then we're gonna draw it the more complex way. Now, the simple way is what many of you are probably familiar with, and it says draw two squares and then simply connect their corners. If you're unfamiliar with this method, here you go. You just draw one square, then you draw another square slightly above and to the right or to the left or even below, and you just connect all corners. And what we got here is a cube. Actually, what we got here is a transparent cube because these three lines are not visible in reality. So let's go ahead and erase them and make it kind of look better. I'll do that in time lapse. I'll be back soon. Okay, so this is the simple way of drawing a cube. It doesn't require too much understanding or anything like that. But now what I want to do is show you the more complex way that requires actually understanding why a cube looks the way it does, and will also help you be able to turn it around in your brain and draw it from whichever angle you want. So the first thing we have to understand is that in a cube all sides are of equal, the surface is equal. Okay, so we have this side, and this side, and they are all of equal space. And so the thing is, why does this one look bigger than the other one? This happens thanks to a little concept called foreshortening. So here's a good example of foreshortening. I'm holding this pen here. Now you can see its entire length from top to bottom, but what happens when I start twisting it a little? So you see less of it, and the more I go, you see less and less. And this is the extreme case in which you see only the top side of the pen. Okay, the same thing happens with the cube. So if we're holding it straight in front of us, we can see only one plane. But if we twist it a bit, then we can see a little bit of the other plane. And if we twist it further, even more, then we can see more and more of this top plane. If we turn it to the left, we'll see more and more of the plane to the right. So let's try and draw one of these instances. So let's say I'm holding the cube. Let's begin with a simple case. I'm holding the cube dead center and looking at it. What I'm gonna see is only this front plane of the cube. Like this. This is gonna be my cube, because I'm holding it and looking at it directly from in front of this plane. Now, if I take this cube and I twist it a bit like this, what's gonna happen is I'll see less of this plane, and hopefully you can see this well. You'll see less of this bottom plane, and you'll begin seeing a bit of this top plane here. So this happens when I twist it downwards, like this. And then you see a bit of the top plane. Now, what would happen if I twist it a little to the left? Now this gets interesting. So I twist it to the left, like this. And what I'll see is a little less of these two planes and a little more of the right plane, the right side. Let's see how this is gonna look. So we have this. This is the front plane. And because we twisted it to the left, we'll see a bit of the top plane, but we'll also see this right side here. Okay? So the more you twist it, the more it affects certain parts of it. Here we can see finally 3 sides, and 3 sides is the maximum number of sides you're gonna see at once. I mean all together. What happens if we take this cube and we turn it upwards like this, back upwards, but even more extremely than this one? What we're gonna see is, first we're gonna see the front side, this side here. But the really interesting part is that we're also gonna see the bottom side right here. And because it's turned slightly to the left, we're gonna see the right side as well. So this part is really at the bottom, and because not a lot of light can reach there in theory, I'm gonna really darken that in, just to help you understand. Okay, so once you kind of get a grip on that concept and you can turn it around in your mind, you can really draw it in any direction or in any way you want. So this is basically it. Now let's draw one big cube and we can go through the entire process. So the first thing you want to draw is the front plane, which is usually the easiest to draw. Let's say we're looking at it quite from the front, but not directly. So I'm gonna make it a touch more, a touch shorter, perhaps. Okay, now because we're looking at it, let's say from above, then we're gonna be able to see the top plane here. So we'll begin by drawing a diagonal line like this. And make it short, make it shorter than this one because we can see less of this side. Now, how to continue from here? Well, draw a line that's parallel to this diagonal line, like this. And how we continue from here? How to close off that top plane? By drawing a line that's parallel to this one. And finally, the right plane is going to be closed off by drawing the exact same thing. One line that's parallel to this one, and another that's parallel to this one. And there you have it, a cube. And this one wasn't made by drawing 2 squares and then connecting their corners. This one was made out of your imagination, and it's much more powerful, and you can draw way cooler things using your imagination and practicing on rotating objects in your mind. Now, granted, this takes time. In the beginning, you'll have to use reference. You'll have to look at a Rubik's Cube, perhaps, or any other cube-like shape or box-like shape. But the more you do it, the simpler it becomes. On the next video, we're going to look at much more complex shapes that we can literally just draw, scribble, and then make them pop. This is going to be very fun. I'm super excited, and so stay tuned until the next video. And please, if my videos help you, subscribe to my channel because I'm uploading it quite a bit, and I'm adding new videos all the time. And I'm really happy to be able to help you guys improve and improve your drawing skills. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.